Hace 15 años había un país sumido en la desocupación, la pobreza y la ignorancia. Un país en donde la base de su economía era agropecuaria y donde los jóvenes emigraban para encontrar un futuro mejor. Un país que despertó y que hoy, según muchos, es el mejor país del mundo. El milagro de Irlanda.
Since the 18th and 19th centuries, we have experienced net outward migration. We were a migrating people. We've gone to every country in the world. Why? Because our own country could not offer us opportunity. Now our country is seen very widely as a country of opportunities.
¿Y si no fuera un milagro? ¿Y si solo se trata de trabajar con reglas claras, día tras día, año tras año?
The story of Ireland has changed very considerably over the last 30 years since we first joined the European Union 30 years ago. When we joined 30 years ago, Ireland was by far the poorest country then in the European Union. 30 years later, we are probably one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest country in the European Union.
Capítulo número 1. La nación que busque el éxito debe tomar una decisión básica: educar al pueblo.
Possibly the most important of them was the decision taken at the end of the 1960s to offer free, universal, second-level education. You only educate, highly educate, a small number of people in your country. You only realise a small amount of your potential. We've made sure, to the extent that we can, that our money is reasonably wisely invested. For example, we've made very sure, for example, that we invest heavily in our education system.
Capítulo número 2. Para salir del caos económico y social, hay que trabajar sin parar.
We don't have a strike culture. We have, if you like, an anti-strike culture. In other words, when it looks as if there is an industrial problem, we put a lot of resources and effort into trying to solve the problem before it gets out of hand, before it ends in a strike. Our government, since 1987, has invited, on a regular basis, people whom we call the social partners into discussions. And in those discussions, we would have the employers, the trade unions, the farming sector, and the voluntary sector. They would all sit down with government. They would agree how our money, our taxpayers' resource, is going to be spent going forward, what's going to be spent on health, on education, on social welfare, on infrastructure, on planning our future.
Capítulo número 3. Inflación cero, deuda cero e inversiones. Tres objetivos fundamentales.
Ireland has the lowest level of indebtedness in the European Union. We've learnt that from bitter experience that runaway inflation is very, very bad for us. It destroys our opportunities, it destroys our prospects. So we have quite a disciplined country today economically. Industrialists, investors coming to Ireland would know on a 5 or a 3-year basis, increasingly now it's a 3-year rotation, they would know what their costs are likely to be going forward. That's very important to those who are investing. They would have a stable industrial environment. And we have been particularly successful in the software sector. We've been able to attract a very, very significant amount, particularly the United States investment. We've created a very benign corporate tax regime which is very attractive to inward investors, also very attractive to our local entrepreneurs.
Aprobando todas las materias de este curso, se repara el presente y se afirma el futuro.
We love life. The Irish people love life. They enjoy life. And no matter what comes or goes, no matter what calamities befall people, they have a really deep spirit of goodness and of kindness and of joy in life. And I think that's part of what is very attractive. We're also very proud of our country's accomplishments, and in this generation we have become an extraordinarily confident people, very achieving, very successful.
Un país para admirar, una presidenta para escuchar y un ejemplo para comprobar que como el ave fénix se puede renacer de las cenizas.